Hey, what's up everyone? Basketballer here. We are now in this third game for today, April 2, 2024 NBA Game Day. And we are now in this interconference battle that we have between Cleveland Cavaliers and Utah Jazz. And that one will actually start at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and that's going to be 9 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Basketballer. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Approaching this game, by the way, Cleveland Cavaliers, they got a record of 45 wins and 30 losses. While for Utah Jazz, they are at 29 and 46. As we all know, we actually provide free picks right here in our YouTube channel. But for those who would want to avail our premium picks or premium packages, you guys might want to reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just take a look at the descriptions of our videos and the details will be right there. By the way, for those who are also interested and for those MLB fans out there, I just want to let you know that we also offer MLB premium packages or premium picks. So again, just reach us if you are interested. Right, so let's get back into this particular game. The spread that is given is minus 11.5, and that's given towards Cleveland Cavaliers. Utah Jazz, they will have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, seems like both teams are coming off rest, so we can just skip that part. Momentum, yes, Cleveland Cavaliers, they are coming off a loss, but for their last 10 games, they have at least won 4. Unlike Utah Jazz, man, approaching this game, they are on a 9-game losing slump. Of course, with that said, for their last 10 games, they have only won once. So, in terms of momentum, I gotta say that Cleveland Cavaliers would have a slight advantage. Now let's take a look at the health and availability for both teams, all right? Starting off with Cleveland Cavaliers, Porter, Okoro, Dean Wade, and Ty Jerome are all listed out for this game. So 4 players are still not playing for this particular matchup. Well, for Utah Jazz, there are just 3 players in the IL, but those players are Jordan Clarkson, John Collins, and Lauri Markkanen. So those 3 players are their best players. So yes, they have less players in IL, but their best players out of Sexton are actually out. So that's actually the main difference between the two. So I gotta say the Cleveland Cavaliers has still got the advantage in terms of health and availability. Okay, well, first things first, just like what we've been doing lately, we're trying to figure out if this particular game is important to who, right? Well, for Utah Jazz, they are already out of the playoffs, contention. So this one is basically for the improvement of their young players, for them to determine who are they gonna keep, who are they gonna trade, etc., etc. For Cleveland Cavaliers, they are sitting pretty at number 3. In the Eastern Conference standings, but hold up, it's not that easy because there are still some players who are actually breathing right behind their neck. I'm talking about the New York Knicks, Orlando Magic, and Indiana Pacers. Cleveland Cavaliers, currently they got 45 wins. The Knicks, they are at 44. Orlando, they are at 44. In Indiana, they are at 43. So Cleveland Cavaliers are well aware that they gotta add more wins onto this, onto their record. Otherwise, if they would pile some losses, and if those teams that I mentioned will grab several wins along the way, they might be out of the top 4. Of course, they would want to be one of the top 4 teams in the East. That way, they would have some advantage in terms of home court. So, in terms of value, Cleveland Cavaliers want this more. Cleveland Cavaliers need this more. But not only that, Cleveland Cavaliers, they are the better team. I really don't see any reason as to why I would actually side with Utah Jazz. I'm liking Utah Jazz. They're young players. Some of those players I didn't know could play that well until those injuries came up, and until they were given some opportunities to play. Again, some of those Utah Jazz players I didn't know can ball. So. But again, I don't think that will be enough for them to actually beat a Cleveland Cavaliers team who want and need this matchup, even if Utah Jazz they are at home. Their main option right now, since those three players are out, I'm talking about Markkinen, Collins, and Clarkson. Their main player in terms of scoring would be Sexton, and of course their monster Kessler. So, but aside from those two, man, it will be very tough for them to actually score. Cleveland Cavaliers, they are actually known for their defense, but not only that, Donovan Mitchell is already back and playing for them. It's going to be very tough for them to actually stop Donovan Mitchell, even if Walker Kessler is actually in the middle trying to block those shots. So my pick on this one would be Cleveland Cavaliers with minus 11.5. I know some may not be comfortable with that, with that huge spread. But man, again, Cleveland Cavaliers want and need this win. Utah Jazz, they are missing three of their best players, so there's no reason for me to actually not, to not ride with Cleveland in here. So our pick would be Cavs minus 11.5. Again, that's Cavs minus 11.5. Peace out. Pasay love. God bless.